the whole storyline is actually done very compellingly. Draw a fan. Doing this with a mouse, so that's a fan. I guess it puts the sigil a little bit low. Ushi no Toki. Okay, she sounds a little bit unstable. And she has what looks like a voodoo doll that has some nails hammered into it. She's got some more nails on like her belt, her sash. Yeah, that's interesting. And she has what looks like 3 horns that are like on fire. That's pretty wild. Try to draw a bird of swords. That's a bird. She's the Shiki to combine with the Ibaraki. That's interesting. Kubinashi, who I thought was a headless character until his head popped in like that. And in other versions I've seen, like there's like a fire that comes out around his neck, so I don't know why it's not showing on the summon page. But he's got this fire around his neck, and he's got like some sort of interesting weaving tool. So apparently Ushi no Toki is really good to combine with Ibaraki. Alright. See if I can draw a frog. This is my frog. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel like they need to move it so that the glyph you draw is a little bit higher. SR Ibisu. Okay, this is apparently a healer that a lot of people are seeking after. So I'm glad that I got this one already. Not too shabby. Still no Yotohime, the new one, but I got Ibaraki Doji, another SSR, like a high quality spirit. So, and again, like every other draw has been pretty great. Let's do a star again. Satori. A red-headed girl with 4 pigtails and a giant spiked club and spiked bracelets and even a spiked cape. So she's just a normal lady who just likes to be a little punk, I guess. Cutting this banner. Another Yamasagi. Again, bunny girl. That is too cute. These have been pretty good summons for me today. This is really like my first week playing, so I've been really lucky apparently. I've gotten 2 other SSRs prior. Enma, which is apparently good for PvP because she silences other characters. And then Shishio, which apparently everybody kind of hates because it's maybe one of the worst SSRs in their opinion. Can I draw up here? Okay, the circle part was not so good. Let's see. This is the last one, I think. Karasu Tengu. Voice actor Yu Kobayashi. You know what? I think I'm going to use my Jade. I'm going to do just 2 summons with Jade. Unfortunately, I cannot use this AR token. Actually, no, I don't have one. But AR tokens are done using augmented reality, which is interesting. I think the idea is that you're supposed to draw a certain glyph or sigil on a piece of paper in real life, which most people just go to Google and they find like an image. But they go and do that, and they can summon using this specific type of token. Bad idea, Hot Fizz. You think I should save the Jade? I mean, obviously, like the whole summoning process is addictive, so maybe we should leave it at that, though. Only summon with your Jade when you get 1,000. Yeah, that makes sense, because I think you get 1 extra summon when you summon with 1,000. So this is the shrine where you can convert like released spirits into these different darumas, which are referred to as dharma by English speakers, apparently. I got a yay grats. Oh, I see. Because, yeah, when you summon high quality Shikigami, your guild gets to see, and so they can say, Clappy says grats, Carmel says niceu. So you can see if you select a character, a spirit to release, there's this currency that it gets converted into. And depending on the quality, you get like a significantly different amount. Obviously, I'm not going to do this. They're missing the lock screen warning. But I did use that to buy a random six-star soul, and these are the runes, which is really interesting because again, in Summoner's War, you have runes that have like different characteristics, but in this game, going along with the idea of spirits, they've actually created like a persona, like a spirit behind every single one of these different rune sets, the souls. Even this like kind of cat spirit, and then the fortune cat spirit. And they are based in mythology as well. So there's a little bit of like a bio on each of them in the game, but I know that they have inspiration from real life, rather like ancient history mythology. This is the phoenix, which Inikusu is apparently how they would say it in Japanese, or something like that. This house imp is a spirit that's supposed to, I guess, watch over like the safety of a home. The fortune cat is like the ones that you see inside a Chinese or sometimes Vietnamese restaurant where they've got little hand that bobs back and forth. Can't say I know much about any of the other ones. Okay, so no Yotohime, but I have a few more days in order to get a chance of getting that. So this is something I mentioned before, that there's an interesting system that allows you to collect more action points when you're offline, the AP. And I really like that the AP is represented by little sushi that are, I think it's called ebi sushi. or maybe it's Masago, the row of fish, like their eggs. So if you're at max 100 out of 100 or over, this AP kind of stocks up a certain percentage of like the excess AP. So the overflow basically that would happen continues to come into here, but only at a 30% rate at the moment. If you level this up through getting medals, which you predominantly get through PvP, you can upgrade that rate so that you don't get penalized as much for being offline. So you could play out your AP and to be at 0 and then go off of the game and it recharges in about 6.5 hours, I believe. But once it's past that point, it will go into this overflow. So the nice thing is you could be away for like 2 or 3 days if you had to for whatever reason, and you'd come back and you'd actually have this filled up, you know. And obviously the storage limit increases as well if you level it. Obviously I would collect that before it's full. This is an interesting system. This realm card system is a way of gaining passive experience, which I think in Summoner's War the equivalent was a kind of like an oasis or like a pool of water on your island. And the idea is that you can pop in a bunch of your spirits and then whenever you want, you can actually convert the experience. So they don't gain the experience immediately. You can actually switch out your spirits just before collecting. So that's really interesting. The other nice thing about it is that there's a fusing system where you can take, excuse me, lower quality, lower stars, I guess, of these realm cards and then feed it into ranking it up into another tier. And there's a random chance for them to transform into different realms. And there's umbrellas, fish, moon, drums. I don't know if there's more, but this one, as you can see, it generates jade, 5 per hour, which is really cool. And I think this lasted 12 hours, giving me 60 jade in total. This one, making coins, I think, you know, that's like a good 60 or 70,000 coins just for passively farming. So, actually I can look at that realm card. I collected 1600 per hour over 12 hours. So like 25,000 experience and the jade. And I can choose, I can check right now, these are the spirits that I have inside the lineup. I can actually take out what I've got now and sort it. I'll put Ibaraki Doji in there because I just got him, and of course I want to level him up. Just give him a little bit of a boost. And then take a look at the new SRs that I gained as well. Ibisu. I forgot her name. That won't show me. And why not this one? That's it for the SRs, I think? Yeah. And I've got a few new Rs, but at the moment, it's not that important for me to level them up. This is my evolved Zashiki. These are the other ones that I just got. So that's really cool that I've got 2 to feed into her to gain skills. And I also got 2 Yamosagi to feed into my leveled up one. Not fully leveled up, but there's that. Another neat feature is Entrust. You can take one of your characters, find one of your friends who has like an interesting realm card placed in there, and then you can actually place it in so that they get the experience or coin or jade or whatever from that other friend. Right now someone's in that slot, so I guess I can't actually activate that one. For some reason, it shows me kind of like an old snapshot of who has a realm available. You need to load it twice. So that's a small bug. So 9600 experience looks to be the best one I can see that's available. So let's put it into Vespertines, because I know that they're in my guild. At least I believe they are. And I'm going to switch back to one of these Rs that I haven't put any levels into. I can drag it up to here, let go. And apparently there's also a 40% bonus when you do an entrusting versus like a person who's